Hey guys, just finished an awesome run, and I wanted to talk to you about your goals and your resolutions this year, if you've set any. I know there's a lot of feelings about should you set it or not. What if you set a bunch and then you fail? But I heard Dennis Prager say, I didn't even hear what he said, but I know what he's talking about. He said resolutions are good. Why are they good? Because number one, if you sit down and do an analysis about yourself and see where you can improve, that's step number one. Isn't the whole solving a problem is admitting that you have a problem in the first place? Well, there you go. And two, let's say you set a ton of goals, 10 of them, you know, some even pipe dreams. But man, if you reach 1, 2 goals, you're better off this year than you were last year. That's the win. So anyway, if you haven't set goals, if you haven't set your resolutions for the year, do so. Sit down, think about it. Today's Monday. What a better day to organize yourself and consider, what do you want out of this year? What do you want to change about your life? What's making you unhappy? Fix that. So anyway, I'm gonna hold myself accountable to you guys, as I always do, part of literal purpose of this channel. And I'm gonna share my goals and my resolutions with you. So as I talk, I'll show you my list of goals. The first goal is to get out of debt by May of this year. May is my birthday, my birth month. And we still need some more income, some promotions to do that. But I'm holding strong, shooting for it. And again, just like the initial intro to this video, if I don't make it by May, man, June, July, August, I'm gonna be out of debt, period. But I'm setting my sights on that. I'm believing God for favor to help me accomplish it. So I'm believing for May, my birthday, to be fully out of debt. My second goal is to totally overcome the fear of man. To not live subjecting myself to the opinions of others. So I heard a pastor say once that it's literally impossible to fully, like 100%, get over the fear of man. Like you could be delivered 99.99%, but you'll still have that 0.01 care for an opinion of somebody else that moves you above the Lord's opinion of your life. But basically what I'm endeavoring to do today is to completely do it. Again, if it's not completely eradicated by the end of the year, I'm gonna be in a much better place than I am now if I'm intentionally living for what I believe is right for my life, for my family, living in the right order. You want to know what the right order is in relationships? Your relationship with God is number 1. Your relationship with your spouse is number 2. Your relationship with your kids is number 3. An extended family, as in your mother, father, sister, brothers, cousins, all these people, aunts, uncles, those extended family, that's 4th. So that's how you have to order your decision making. Oftentimes, because we don't want to hurt somebody, we don't want to offend them, because of whatever reason, we make decisions in the wrong order. We force our family to endure something they shouldn't because we don't want to offend somebody else. Wrong order. So anyway, this year I'm gonna totally conquer the fear of man, and I'm gonna go after that, basically, and live for what God has me to do in my life, and not about what anybody else says, thinks, feels. Not my problem. You hear me say it in my videos. That ain't my problem. It's a you problem. Goal number 3. Get to 133 pounds by the end of April. I originally set it for March, but I'll tell you why I set it for 4 months instead of 3. So basically I've lost quite a bit of weight this year. Today is the longest I've ran extended, you know, like, since before I got pregnant with Jordan. So It felt so good. You see my cheeks, they're like the color of my shirt. Anyway, but because I've lost weight, I've been able to run more. I mean, just being able to withstand the what's it called, you like carry your weight while trying to run. Anyway, but the reason why I set the goal to 133 pounds, first of all, 132 pounds is my fit weight. It's not my super skinny weight where you have to like battle to be there, but it's the super fit weight where like flat stomach, the whole deal. But that's my normal, my natural fit weight. I could go into the difference between the two in another video, but the point is, the reason why I said 133 pounds in 4 months is two reasons. One is that as you get closer to your weight goal, you lose less weight fast, like you lose slower. Let me get the right words so you could understand. You lose weight slower, one. And two, my goal is not my pounds. My pounds just reflect my effort. It's a measuring point and not the best one. BMI is the better one, which you've heard that in another video. Your body mass index. But basically, what am I doing in this last stretch? I weigh 145 right now, so for context, no wonder I didn't tell you that earlier, but 145 to 133 is only 12 pounds in 4 months. But the reason why I want to take my time is because I really want to focus on fat loss. I'm not gaining muscle. I'm not out here just losing pounds. I'm literally transforming my body. So now I've lost bulk weight. Now I'm gonna focus on target areas. What's going on with my stomach? Where do I have extra fat? How do I get rid of that? And that is really tweaking diet. That is really focusing on all the little things over and over and over to get to where you're gonna go. Wrapping up this video on my balcony now that I got home. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, goal number 4. What is goal number 4? Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, goal number 4 is to find 2 houses for my boss to buy. So I have a new job. I'll tell you more about it in another video. But basically, I'm in a salaried position helping this gentleman, old friend of mine, in real estate. I'm sure I mentioned him in previous videos with some of my strategies of how to bring in more income to my family. And then, so I'm salaried helping him out, helping him with his house deals. But if I find house deals, I make a really large sum of commission because house deals are really hard to find. I've already negotiated it. So my goal is to go after at least two this year. It would really catapult our financial goals. Number 5 is get 50% of my book written, the book I've been writing, done by this year, done and organized. So that's my goal this year. Number 6. What's number 6? I'm remembering it while I'm recording the video. Oh yeah, this is a good one. It's recording these videos. You heard in my trailer, if you haven't watched it, watch it, that I am recording 250 videos this year, starting from January 6th, ending December 18th. That's 1 video per weekday for 50 weeks. That's my goal. And so this is number 1 of 250. So get ready. If you like it, there's gonna be a lot more. That's my goal. And then my last goal, number 7, is to read 6 books this year. It was originally 12, but I just don't have the time. But 6 books. I wrote down the particular book titles that I'm interested in going after. So that's what I'm doing with my goals. Now, let me just briefly run through the resolutions list, because if not, we'll be here all day. I'll screenshot it so you can see it, just as I've been screenshotting all the goals piecemeal. And I will screenshot the resolutions, but just one list for 10 seconds, you can look at it. Okay, and feel free to follow this format. My other friend, another friend who sent me her goals, because I have my prayer group, the ladies that we meet, we've all shared with each other the goals so we could pray for them, for each other, that we attain them, ask God for favor. But she divides it up based on influence from our pastor, the pastor where I came to the Lord, Pastor David Southwell, who's amazing as a pastor. He works now as an accountant. But he used to do every year at the end of the year, give the church papers with your goals to write down. Like he'd encourage the church. That was great. But it's divided up by financial, spiritual, physical, family, or education. Like these are certain categories that you could list. So that's another way to organize it. Okay, enough talking. I gotta go. So my resolution list. Is number one is to not drink alcohol this year. I don't have an alcohol problem, thank God. But what I do have is probably an allergy to alcohol. So I'll have 2 glasses of wine, and hit or miss. Like, it's not every time, but sometimes I'll wake up the next day, like if I drank the whole bottle and I feel really sick, it kills my whole day. And it's like some days it happens, some days it doesn't. But the times that it does, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the cost the next day. So what I ended up doing was making this resolution to not drink this year, more so because I have physical goals I'm trying to reach with my weight and all this, and I have our financial goals. So I can't have days that I'm out of commission. They happen from migraines and from who knows, all these other reasons you get sick. And I'm gonna add to that, hungover when I barely drank. No thanks. So this year, no alcohol. Second resolution, I resolved to follow the IHOP bridegroom fast. I'll put the link below. I shared it in another video, but it's basically fasting the first Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of every month, and then a more extended fast in December. But I'm gonna follow that. The third is for greater communication and unity in my marriage. The fourth is to be gentler and more patient with my children. The fifth is to be wise, not to involve people or activities in our lives that are going to steal our peace. And the sixth is to stop cursing. I eradicated cursing from my language years ago, and somehow it snuck back in. So I gotta get rid of it. Anyway, that is all. Those are my goals. Those are my resolutions. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it encouraged you to write some down for yourself. And you better believe I'm going to go after it with everything I have. And you better believe that at the end of 2020, there's going to be a better version of me. Because what happened last year, I literally coined last year as Project Val. Project Val. It was amazing. Hard. Why? Because I endeavored, even when I started making these videos, go look at all my old videos, go look at my weight. I weigh 145 right now. I started like a 162. I don't know what I was all the way back when. And then I yo-yoed down and up, and the journey's not easy. But then when you have your year in review and you see all your results, you're like, yeah. So last year was a record year for me. Record. And it's probably because of being accountable to you, making these videos, and endeavoring to go after what I want without a plan B. There is no plan B. If you have a plan B, you plan to fail with your plan A. This is my plan A. I'm going after it with all I have, and you better believe it. Wait till the last video in 2020, and I'm telling you I met all my goals. In Jesus' name. Have a good one.